Welcome, good peoples, back to Intermission. I am your host, Jarvis Ziggy Newsome. You can find me on Instagram at Ziggy the Lionhearted, and with me is the ever so ravishing Earlene.
Hello. I'm back from outer space. No? Okay.
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Elise Main. Shall We Proceed podcast. I'm glad to be back. We've missed you.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. You know what? I do want to say something on last week's subject since I wasn't here.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's not nothing bad, but
on what subject do you want to talk about?
Game of Thrones.
Before you go there, have you watched the documentary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In which best wishes to Kit Harington.
Yeah, he's checked into rehab for alcohol and stress. After watching the documentary, I kind of understand.
I think, but some say it's not really alcohol; it's the stress. He's having the separation anxiety, and I follow Ryan Hurst on Twitter, and he's like, "Yeah, I went through the same thing when they killed my character on Sons of Anarchy."
I think for him, when I watch the documentary, and if you get a chance, watch if you're a Game of Thrones fan. Last week Sunday, I think it's gonna be another one also this Sunday. They did a documentary called End of Watch, chronicling the last season, and they showed you how they had their first table reading and their last table reading. And just to tell you, when you look at the character of Arya as a little girl, like under the table this way, and then as a young woman, but what was heartbreaking was when they were reading off in the documentary when certain characters got killed who's been there from the very beginning, and when you saw Kit was reading, like they were reading for the first time, realized I'm going to kill Danny.
He wasn't even reading it. He was
just listening. He stopped reading at it a while, and they're looking at him like he was visually heartbroken. And what I did love about the documentary is I understand their exhaustion. They forget about the cast, the crew.
Well, I knew that because they had another documentary. It was called like A Week in Production. It was like they showed it in a week. And that's why I said, when people ask, well, why is it taking so long? I'm like, normally they have 3 crews in 3 different locations. It's Belgium, it's Greenland, and it's Dubrovnik. That's normally where they're at. And ever since then, it's only been 1 crew, so it takes a lot longer now.
It was interesting, and I love the extras that they had. That one guy who's been there from, I want to say season 3 extra.
Yeah, I think
from the very beginning. Now he's doing the tour when people come and tour the Game of Thrones tour. It's really cool. But what did you want to say about the show, that Game of Thrones?
Well, all I want to say was, one, I'm not mad at it. I put it like this. You know, a lot of people don't like how it ended. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at the destination. I'm mad at the journey. But at the same time, I can't be mad at the writers because these aren't original writers. Mm-hmm. They're adaptive writers.
Right.
And I'm like, the books ran out and they did the best they could. I actually think that's part of the reason why the show ended when it ended. I think this show is easily a 9-season, maybe 10-season show.
This could have easily went 10 seasons. I agree with you on that.
And I think if the books had been completed, it probably would.
If he had did the last 2 books, those last 2 books could have pulled it off to 10 seasons.
Right.
Because you know from reading them how thick and how detailed everything is.
Right.
And not even pulling everything out of each book. I had no real issue with the way it ended, but I will say if you follow the series and watch it, and I think it'd be great if you watch it from beginning to end right now. If you're binge watching it and watch all 1 through 8 right now, you'll feel the holes, you'll feel the unanswered questions. Yeah. And you're hoping, will the spinoff tell me something? You're hoping for something.
Right.
And there's a YouTube video, and I'll send it to you later. There's answers like, where's this, where's that, where are the spiders, where are these things that you thought would be really come up later on that didn't. And that just shows you how creative Martin is in his writing, that you really could not even. He helped them with how he wanted it to end. Yeah. But I really don't think he flushed it out completely for them how he wanted it to end.
But also it shows how great they are at adapting literature to screen.
It's very, very few. One of the few series or movies that really they did well.
And even the stuff they changed, he actually preferred over his books, like with Sansa. So, like I said, I got no problem with them. Like, folks were worried because they have the Knights of the Old Republic now with Star Wars. They was like, oh, it's going to be garbage too. I was like, no, because that series is finished.
Yeah. I think, but I do understand. I'm not mad about it, but I do understand. Because a lot of us were fully vested in this. We were fully invested in the show. And there were so many things that we were like, and that's, right. Good shows, anything, entertainment, art makes you have a conversation. So
it does.
But I liked it. But I do understand. I do understand how some people are like, what the hell?
Right. So. And I just say, you know what? This is just, like I said, if I have to blame anyone.
Blame him.
It goes to Martin.
Blame him. I think he just got tired of it. I can see him.
He does so much of everything else. And he said, sometimes I just don't feel like sitting down and writing.
Think about 1995 when the first book came out.
Right.
And then there was 10 years between 95 and the last book. No, a little bit more than 10 years between that one and the last book that came out. Right.
And the last book was, 2011?
Yeah. So 95, the first book, and then you had 10 years between, I think, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And then 2011 for that last one. So
I was just like, I'm not mad, It's good. Will I read the books once they finish? Yeah, I'm not finna read them now.
Right.
Because they're not finished. I'm like, I'm not finna sit here and read a book and, I gotta wait 15 years to see how this ends.
That's what I did with Stephen King's series.
Dark Tower.
Dark Tower. I didn't wait 15 because I didn't get into it until later on. But when I found out and researched how long it took between, and I can tell the difference. You can feel the difference in when an author has taken a long break between finishing something.
Right.
Because it ends kind of
Right.
You can feel the total exhaustion of I got to go back to this.
That's why I'm not even sure the book's going to have that great of an ending from the show.
Well, he has a whole new series he started right now, so we'll see what happens with that.
So I'm good.
Yeah.
It's done. It's over. I enjoyed the show. I will rewatch the show. It'll be one of my... I won't rewatch it every year like I have been. I might put it in rotation because I watched The Wire. Before Game of Thrones, I was rewatching The Wire every year. So I might just put it in a rotation now.
Cool.
But now we got some stuff to talk about.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Which one you want to talk about, Brightburn or Aladdin?
Let's do Brightburn first.
All right. I actually very much enjoyed Brightburn.
I did too.
The one thing that caught me by surprise, how graphic it was.
What I loved about it, because you have, I think, a 50-50 split on viewers who hated it and critics who hated it.
Yeah.
Respected critics that I actually follow and people that really liked it. I enjoyed it because, you had some people saying, this is unbelievable. It's a cheesy story. If you think of Superman... It's a cheesy story.
It is.
But all they did was take the exact same thing and give it to you as if he's not a hero. He isn't, and I actually enjoyed it.
I did. I did too.
It was a nice
twist
away from. Yeah, it was nice. I really enjoyed it.
The only thing I will say, I wish it was a little bit longer.
Yeah, I would have given it 30 more minutes.
Yeah,
30 more minutes,
easily.
Easy. People were complaining about how this and how you only seeing this violent thing now, and now the cops come. First of all, it's a movie. Second of all, as cheesy as Superman, if you think about the storyline of Superman, a child falls out the sky, you don't just raise him.
Yeah.
The father in here seemed kind of like didn't really want to deal with it.
Right.
Like, you really want this kid? I'm gonna go along with it.
Right.
But I really enjoyed it. Before we go any further, hello to everyone who's tuned in on Facebook Live. We see you. Thank you so much, Quita, Marcus, Kamisha, Howard, Clinda, Melinda.
The beige Johnny Cage. What's up, dude?
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Angry Marcus is not here. He's actually taking care of some business right now.
Be nice. Stop it, Clinton.
Wish him luck, because there's some really good things popping his way. So.
Yeah. But thank you so much for tuning in. Please share. Comment and share and follow us on everything that we're on.
Yes.
But I enjoyed it. I went into it with no real expectation, you know what I mean? And I like the darkness. I like dark. And I think the little kid did an awesome job, personally.
He did. And I can't remember where I saw him from.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I saw him and I can't even think of it.
Right.
But I thought it was a good show, good movie. I'd recommend people to watch it.
I do too. So
don't walk into it thinking you're watching Superman.
No,
but think of Superman just on
if
upside down place.
Graphics slightly gory bothers you, just don't watch this.
The kills in here are yeah. The kills are real.
The eye situation.
The kills are real.
That was what caught me. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, the kills are real. And I think Elizabeth Banks she's not underrated, but she is. I think she does a really good job.
To me, she's one of those chameleon kind of actresses.
Yeah, I think we don't take her seriously because she can do comedy and drama.
Right.
And her fear in here was believable. Unbelievable. But if you haven't watched it, I would watch it. Go ahead and watch it.
Clinton.
Absolutely.
Oh boy, but yeah, I mean and like I said, I'm glad everyone's trying to be the anti-DC, anti-Marvel. Like DC and Marvel got these stories too now. They got darker stories. Yeah. But what I'm loving is we're seeing more stories from more independent comic book, and I'm glad to see it. It makes me.
I think all of us are a little. Well, not all of us, but me. I can see where we're a little exhausted with DC and Marvel. And like you're saying, you said a few shows ago, it's nice to see other comic come out and, do their thing. So, yeah.
Like, I think probably at the end of the year, Umbrella Academy is going to be in my top 10.
Oh, that's such a good
That's going to be in my top 10 easily.
Such a good series. And I've started watching Doom Patrol.
How are you liking it?
I like it.
I'm seeing mixed.
It reminds, I like it. It has to rewatch. I have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I had to do Legion the same way. I had to rewatch Legion.
Yeah.
Because I said, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing?
Right.
I like it. I'm not in love with it like I am with Academy.
Yeah.
But it's a nice kind of little something to watch and do until something else comes out.
Well,
I like
in
it.
June we got The Boys coming out, and that's what
there's a lot. Not even just comic stuff. You have Handmaid coming back out. All these things coming out that I want to watch.
This Friday, Good Omens drops.
Good Omens, yes.
Not Friday. I'm sorry, tomorrow.
Oh, it is tomorrow.
Yeah, it drops.
Okay,
tomorrow.
Today because today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, holiday have me messed up.
Yeah, the holiday got us all screwed.
Yeah, but I'm liking what's happening right now. I'm liking what these buffer things are for us to kind of keep you entertained until something else comes up. I'm glad
we're getting a little bit more risk with our shows now. It's like, okay, we don't necessarily all have to follow this same niche or that same niche. Okay, well, this is going to be down here. This is going to be down there. HBO got one with James McAvoy. I can't remember the name, but I saw
that. I was like, what is that?
Like, I was sort of hyped for The Watchmen, but then I saw that trailer, and I was like,
oh, yeah, and The Watchmen, there's so much good stuff.
Right. And, of course, we'll be talking about Season 3, Westworld.
Yes.
And, I mean, as much as I'm waiting for it, at the same time, like, HBO, y'all got to pick that production up every other year for Westworld.
I'm thinking, though, now that they have Game of Thrones is done,
they can put more money behind
They can put more money because... the actress played Cersei. I can't remember her name right now.
Yeah,
she was getting $1 million per episode for this last season. So think about how long it's taken her to get $1 million per episode.
Yeah.
But when you look at how where they're traveling for, just to film the show, and how many people. I know they were saying documentary for Kit's last scene. They only had 12 people on set, like total. But we both like Brightburn, so y'all need to go watch that.
Now,
Aladdin.
You
can go first. Or did you go first last time?
I think I went first.
I'll go first this time.
Let's let you. Let's let the positive go first.
What did you say?
Let's let the positive go first.
Okay, so Aladdin. Let me say this: the machine of the Smith family right now is ridiculous. And when I look at things like this, and I'm realizing Bright was the catalyst to see what's going to happen.
Yeah,
that's a big movie for Netflix to have Will Smith do that, and then he jumped on social media. He wasn't doing it, and now all of a sudden you have Jada. Now you want to see everything the kids are doing.
Right.
And then he has Aladdin. They're doing Bad Boys. He has Gemini coming out. But what I will say is we're adults now looking at Aladdin.
Right.
Right. So the nostalgia is not there when we were younger. Robin Williams is big shoes to fill.
True.
Considering also now he's not here. If he was around, it'd be different.
Right.
We tend to, just like with Batman, when someone passes away the way they do, we tend to even more so, I think, put a pedestal on their work. I'm not taking away from Robin Williams. I'm not taking away from that. But I don't think he would have been mad with Will Smith's performance. The movie, to me, followed, except they added one song.
They added a few songs in the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, they added
a few.
But
to me,
I sat there and timed it.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost every 4 to 5 minutes they hit you with a song within the first hour.
And I think it's hard to do Aladdin not musically.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Because it would be kind of like what is this? You know what I mean? It'll be the Jake Gyllenhaal movie that came out a few years ago.
Well, I didn't mind Prince of Persia.
Yeah, but I liked it. I think it was cute. It's a nice movie to, if you have children, to introduce them to what you watch when we were a little bit older or younger. It's cool. I'm not mad at it.
Right.
It's not a box office like ugh. And I think Robin Williams would be really happy with what Will Smith did.
Okay.
Go ahead, negativity.
All right. Well, I think honestly, it's not as bad. One, I think the director this is not his niche. Mm-hmm. This is the same guy who did Rock and Roller and Snatch and Sherlock Holmes.
I like Sherlock.
I know. So, and I like those movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this was his movie because he had a nice fail in 2017 with King Arthur.
Oh, King Arthur.
Yeah, that was his. That was his as well.
Oh,
that's why I was surprised that he got Aladdin. I'm like, how do you have a bomb the way you have it?
I think he got Aladdin because of Sherlock Holmes and the other stuff he did.
Yeah, but to have the bomb that was King Arthur cost money. Cost that studio
true.
money.
Yeah.
But and like I said, I went back after I watched the
original.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I went back and watched the original. And I was just saying, I don't mind the songs so much, but to have that many more songs in the movie, in a live action too.
I think that I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Because we're adults right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I hate remakes. I am remaked out.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. You know, so
right. And it was already musical at first, but to make it that much more musical, that was a turn on for me.
They only did that thing because it's Will Smith. And with animation, you can do all these extra things in animation
right.
that you cannot really, even though it's live action and then you have technology.
Yeah.
How quirky do you want it to look if you do all the extra stuff that was really happening in the cartoon?
Or like I said, I think if you would have just did some stuff without the songs, it would have been.
Then it would have been a movie with dialogue that you can't bring children to.
Not with. All,
you can, but
without some of the songs. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like I said, they put so many more songs because I saw it over the weekend. Mm-hmm. Then I went home, saw Aladdin, and I was like, let me go watch The Lion King. Not The Lion King, but Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Aladdin in the first hour had more songs than the Jungle Book total.
Let's go back and rewatch it then, yeah.
And then with Will Smith, I think Robin Williams would be okay, with his performance. It's good with his performance. But it's an issue like me and another friend was having. It's like a lot of times I see Will Smith, I don't see the character. This felt like watching a blue Will Smith.
And that's sad because
I'd say he has a few movies where he does disappear in his character. Mm-hmm. Ali, I think he disappeared.
Yeah, Ali, concussion.
Yeah, 7
pounds.
Right.
But I feel that.
But you really think about he's almost sort of like Denzel. I love Denzel, great actor. Mm-hmm. But it's him playing a character instead of the character. Like when I see him, I don't see the character.
I think they wanted Will Smith because he can be over the top, but not over the top. And we're so used to seeing him because where he started off with Fresh Prince was over the top, but his best shows were when he had dramatic. His best shows was, but I understand where you get lost because think about everyone else in the movie was not as big as Will Smith.
True.
So then all you're focused on is Will Smith. So, but
True.
I think overall, bring the kids.
Yeah,
it's a decent.
It's a decent. Movie.
They did a decent job with what we grew up watching on cartoon. And
if you don't see it in the theaters, you don't be upset.
Right.
That's why I will.
The kids will love it though.
Yeah.
The kids are gonna love this movie.
So
that wasn't too bad.
I'm
proud of you.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
You were gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we thought about who could have probably played a different genie. Mm-hmm. With sort of the same energy.
Who?
With less singing or whatever.
Who?
I would have loved someone like Aziz Ansari. The comedian. I wanted another comedian. And to me, Will Smith's not quite a comedian. He's great social media wise.
I think that's what I mean by the beast of the Smith family.
Yeah.
Will Smith sold this movie.
Do social media.
He sold this. And right now, and it's not just him, you want to see what else he's going to do.
Yeah.
And maybe someone else could have done it. Absolutely. But I like the fact that Will Smith has spread out his work kind of bit over the years. I don't feel saturated with him.
No, I'm not. That's what I do appreciate.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. One of our Facebook
that's right, Antigone.
guests said that's how they feel about Beyonce trying to act. That's hilarious. Beehive is not coming for me. Okay.
Nope.
Not even going to co-sign that.
I'm
going
spray.
to just move along.
I have bug spray. I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, but I think Will Smith is a selling point for this because if you took him out of it, it was not going to.
I think, like I said, he sold this a lot, but I honestly think I'm more excited with the 3 projects before this weekend. 3 projects he had online, which was Aladdin, Gemini Man, and Bad Boys 3.
Yeah,
Aladdin was the last of all 3 for me. We talked about that on one of the shows. Like out of all these live actions, Lion King is number 1.
I think someone had to get it out there because you bringing Lion King back. There's been rumbling since last year for Lion King.
Right.
So like, what can we bring back? I think. Well, you know what? They brought back Beauty and the Beast, and that did well.
Yeah.
So
they brought back Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Jungle Book was first.
But I think when you think about, it was.
Yeah.
Then you had the other version of it.
Right.
That I actually really, really enjoyed.
Yeah,
the darker version.
The
of
true
it.
version.
I love that. Yeah. But I think with Beauty and the Beast, with the big name actors and actresses they had in it, bringing that to life.
But you only really had what? Emma?
There's quite a few people in there.
But outside big name, like no one's Will Smith level.
Well, no, of course not. Yeah. But I mean.
But I think Emma was probably.
When you think about childhood, Beauty and the Beast, okay, y'all, okay.
And I think, like I said, you don't necessarily need a big name.
But I think it needed to sell it because you're going against. Look at this. What's come out lately?
Yeah.
So you need a name to sell.
I'm not even sure I would have put it at this point of the year.
It's summertime.
It is.
And it came out. People took their kids.
True.
During this past weekend to go see Aladdin.
True.
Come on now. You have to get it while the getting's good because coming out later on this summer, it's not going to get that.
When schools are out?
I'm just saying, though, there's other things to do. Get it out now. Memorial weekend, put it out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Get it out there now because they got some real adult stuff coming out that you can't stay home.
True.
Stay home. So I liked it. You're meh. Go see it. Bring the kids. They'll enjoy it.
If you miss it, it's just not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it'll be on Netflix pretty soon.
Yeah. No, it won't.
What's next?
It's on Disney, so it won't be on.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It'll be on the Disney streaming channel.
It will not be on.
I'm trying to eat this cookie. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be good.
It's all right. Let me see. We got a few trailers. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't talk. You're good. Just listen. First trailer we have up is Swamp Thing for the DC streaming service. And this trailer just dropped, yesterday or day before yesterday? And I was like, damn, okay. I was not expecting them to go this dark.
Body snatcher type of feel.
Man.
They went dark and gloomy.
But Swamp Thing is considered part of it.
It came out before yesterday, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Tuesday. No, I mean Monday. But James Wan, who's just killing it for DC right now. I mean,
they went dark. They went super dark.
But Swamp Thing is considered one of the darker sides of DC, which I'm surprised that he got a show as quick as he did. There are so many other characters that they could have brought in that weren't as dark as this character. Like the history and what he deals with is dark stuff.
Yeah. I just want to see the final trailer to see what they're going to put in that final trailer.
People are being turned into plants.
Yeah, it's so body snatcher.
Right.
Not just one person you're dealing with a whole infestation.
Town, yeah.
This is like Outbreak.
And that's the guy Will Patton.
This is and Will. I love a Will Patton.
He's really one of those great supporting guys. And then I forgot the other guy, Kevin something.
Will Patton has a really good career. He does a lot of voice work for books and stuff like that. So he's constantly working.
He does quite a bit for DC as well on DC Animation.
Yeah. So
like this right here, I was like, okay.
So this Swamp Thing is not dealing, from what I'm getting. It's more than him. I like him.
Kevin.
Can't remember.
It's Kevin something.
The last thing I saw him in, of course, was Strain.
Yeah.
The Strain.
I fell off the Strain. Sometimes it was.
Well, they cut it. They couldn't. They should have finished it.
Yeah.
They had to cut the season short. It was losing ratings.
Yeah.
Because Walking Dead kind of killed it.
But yeah, this right here is just.
It's very dark.
And I love it.
Yeah, this is good.
So.
Yeah. Oh, 31st.
Yeah. But DC does like Prime and Hulu, where they only do one episode per week.
I don't like that.
I think you gotta do it mixed.
At least give me 3.
I like that.
At least give me 3.
Give me 3. You can skip next week if you wanted to.
Yep.
And then give me another 3.
Yeah, at least give me 3.
So, but
give me a solid 15 episodes and give it to me in sets of 3.
Like I said, I'm excited for this. I think it's going to be a good show.
Looking good.
I have a friend. Her name's Erica, great friend of mine. She watches the Titans show on the DC, and she loves it. I said I wanted to wait till it's finished before I watch it because I can't stand. I was like, Game of Thrones, I said, was probably the last show I'm going to watch week to week. I'll be honest. That was probably the last show I'm going to watch.
It's draining and exhausting, but because with Game of Thrones, there's so much you have to remember. There's so much detail with it.
True.
So, yeah.
But also, I do sort of like the week to week because as with Game of Thrones, we was able to have discussions throughout the week about it, the episode. Yeah. With Netflix, it'll drop, and you'll have some people that will finish it by the next morning.
I'm that person. I am that person.
I'll stretch it over a weekend.
Nope. I am binging it.
No, I did Umbrella in 2 days.
I'm binging it. Just like I'm so excited right now for the release of Black Mirror.
Oh, yeah.
New season.
I've been rewatching it. I only got 2 more episodes.
I'm about to just binge it. I have to binge it. That's just... I didn't know I was compulsive like that. Mm-hmm. I found out I have an issue. Hi, my name is Early. Hi,
Arlene. Netflix, they changed. They changed the game on all of that.
Yep.
You can't. I mean, it's just crazy.
Because they make you want more.
Right. It's like I can silly sit here or lay here, cancel every plan I wanted. Oh no, man! You can't go out. Oh man, that's too bad. Get on DoorDash.
But Hulu, they have great stuff also.
Yeah.
But what I do with Hulu, because I'm spoiled with Netflix when they started doing it like that, is I wait until there's at least 3 or 4 in, and then I just take my time and watch it. So by the time the next one comes on, I'm still having maybe 2.
Right.
So I'm really watching something, all the time, and I just take my time with it.
With Hulu, Castle Rock, I did Castle Rock episode by episode. What's up, Christopher?
Oh, I love Castle Rock.
Yeah, Castle Rock was good. Now, I love what they said they're going with the second season. It's going to the Stanley Hotel.
Yep.
I was like, oh.
You need to read that book, Evolution. It takes place about Castle Rock. It's a short mini that Stephen King did. It's about Castle Rock and about a certain character, but it just gives you more workings into how strange Castle Rock is.
Oh, I'll probably grab that one in a second.
I mean, it's real. It's literally, you can read it in a day.
Yeah.
And probably 2 hours. So.
But like I said, I'm an avid Stephen King fan, so I know Castle Rock is strange.
The next thing I'm really excited about, though, is Terminator.
In fact, we had that trailer up.
I'm excited about Terminator.
Yes. And here's the thing. It took me a while because the last, 2 or 3 Terminators, if you really think, but I actually didn't mind Salvation, the one with Christian Bale.
Neither did I. I liked it.
I liked it. But the other two, I was like, yeah, I could have done.
You needed Arnold back, unfortunately.
Well, they brought Arnold back.
Not unfortunately, but I'm just saying that
they brought Arnold back in the last one because Emilia Clarke played Sarah Connor in one of them, I think.
Yeah, that's when they went back to when trying to stop it.
But
and it's funny how and then you had whatever her name is who did the TV show for Terminator, which did not do well. I don't know why they did that.
Lena Headey.
Why they even try to make that? That was stupid.
Well, it was actually like the TV show in the premise. It just wasn't executed.
You can do that probably now.
Yeah, it was too early. It
was too early. There's a time. It was too early.
Because I mean, like I said, to follow Sarah Connor on her chronicles
and to have her back. Look at that. Yeah. Come on now.
But I think they had to bring her back into it as well. But one, they had to get the right director, the right producers, and they couldn't find it. And to have
James Cameron come back,
he's producer. It's directed by J.J. Abrams.
So
and let's just admit he's the sci-fi king right now.
He is. It looks good. What I don't like about this preview, though, is they need to work on it. Something about it just looks real. With the other guy, the other robot, not her, but him.
Yeah.
When he's changing, it looks computer generated.
Well, I mean, that's probably going to change.
Of course. We rip up everybody else's preview that looks crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I can tell that they released it just to get the buzz out there, and I feel I'm torn behind the whole release thing just to release to get it out there. With Gemini, it was obvious it didn't look crisp and good, but you had to get out there, get the buzz going.
Yeah.
But I'd rather you wait because, see, that just looks computer generated.
Right.
And we've come so far with technology that you could have waited a little bit longer. But other than that, I'm not mad about it, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the franchise clearly still doing very well.
Well, I think it was one of those ones that was like, this is our last attempt.
I love that they're aging Arnold. They're aging everyone. I do like that.
And I think this was sort of like a last attempt at trying to keep the franchise alive. Because the last one was a bomb. The one with Emilia Clarke.
And I actually liked it. Because I get what they were trying to do with it.
I do, but
I just don't think people receive her well.
It was hard to receive her while she was still Danny.
I don't see her as Sarah Connor.
No.
They could have put forget about her being Danny. Even if she wasn't, I don't receive her well.
No.
As I don't know.
I almost went to another Game of Thrones cast member who could have probably done better with that rough side, but she is a little cutesy at the same time. That's Natalie Dormer.
Yeah.
She's done a little bit more variety than Emilia.
I think it's going to be hard sidebar for, whatever her name is, Sansa's character, her name. You know who I'm talking about. She's been doing work outside of that for a while now, so it's not going to be hard for her.
Yeah.
Even though people may not like it, she's done other stuff. I think it's gonna be hard for Kit.
A lot of them do a lot of other stuff. It's just a lot of it doesn't get released over here.
But I'm just saying though, she has transitioned really.
Yeah.
People know her here and there.
Yeah.
Besides being a Jonas Brother wife, I mean, people have seen her in the X-Men. They've seen her do other things. I think it's gonna be. They're all gonna go through different stuff.
Yeah, and I think she's gonna feel it after this X-Men. Because
she may be relieved.
She might be.
X-Men and this, she may be relieved.
Yeah, right.
So,
but she only really had to do 2 X-Men movies, so.
Her face was too pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, Clint. Yeah, she was. But I mean, it's just so yeah, we're good with Terminator coming out.
Yeah, I'm good with it. I'm ready to see a better, crisp, more polished trailer. But for what they put out, I'm liking the concept because it follows along with the advancement of technology right now.
Normally, the second and third trailers are the better ones. I think only Marvel really had it good where they could drop that first trailer and just blow the whole.
I like the fact that the robots are advancing.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because technology is advancing.
Right. And I'm interested in the girl, basically a Terminator, but she's still human.
So that means they've been doing some splicing and stuff.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And some Matrix stuff.
And some Matrix
We grow people now.
Yeah. See, listen.
But we do also have one more trailer.
One more trailer.
It's one of my favorite shows. It just takes so long for a season. And that is Westworld Season 3. Man.
We brought this up, I think, a few shows ago, didn't we?
It should have been either last show.
I think the last show we actually showed this trailer, didn't we?
I didn't get to catch it.
Hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's okay. We can have review. It's okay.
But
we didn't get to. Oh, we probably didn't. We had so much going on.
No, it was. Remember, it was on the list when we took it off.
Oh yeah,
y'all took it off.
So much else going on.
The
last show.
Yeah, I think we had 6 trailers and we had to get rid of like 2 or 3.
I was not been here for that one.
No, remember,
I was here.
We was talking about it in Slack.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And we had to get rid of something. And Westworld was one of the ones to go. And got my boy, bitch. Every time I see him, I just want to say bitch. Thanks to Breaking Bad. But and I didn't even realize this was Westworld. It had my attention.
This show has truly evolved and just grown.
But it had to, especially with the way season 2 ended.
It's just interesting how.
And I'm like, I can't wait for the next trailer because I need to see. Like, this was the part I was like, oh shit.
Yep.
I tell you, my Facebook's just.
Yeah, mine went off as well.
Yeah. It's
but
crazy.
you know, I will say this: I have not been. I think Marcus, out of all of us, is more of a TV streaming person, and we've been more movies. Well, I know me from movies, and I will say right now,
Clinton, you have an excellent point because I've been waiting on season 2 for that for a while.
So one of our Facebook Live people brought up Clinton Lost in Space. I loved Lost in Space.
That season was
they
dope.
did, and I was worried.
I was too, but
I was worried, but
like,
they did a really good
I
job.
To go back. And I was like, they tried to make movies. I was like,
there hasn't been any talk about season 2 release date.
Nothing.
If there has been, I haven't heard anything.
And I'm like,
Netflix, you're killing me,
man.
I wonder the reason why, being now that people are pulling out and leaving the monies. There's more money now for certain things.
Yeah.
So now they can do something different. I don't know.
Well, I think
but
Netflix
Lost in Space was good.
Well, I think Netflix will have more money to do this with now, losing what they've lost.
I think they'll have a lot more original content.
Yeah. And this was a great series, and I'm like,
and if you haven't, not to cross you, I'm sorry. If you haven't, go to Netflix and watch See You Yesterday. It's a Spike Lee production.
Oh yeah.
It feels Netflixy. It's not like you should have been on a big screen by any means, but it's cool.
Okay.
It has two high school kids, young African American, male and female, talking about time travel.
Right.
They're like geeks and scientists, and I love it.
Right.
Seeing it in a different light, but brings in some reality and brings in real world issues and trying to change it. And also, Rim of the Earth, whatever. What was it?
I've heard that Rim of the Earth.
It's cute.
Yeah,
it's
kids,
Netflixy.
Yeah,
it's Netflixy. What I didn't like about it was you have that basic. It's like a joke, and I'm not trying to be funny. You have the Asian, the Hispanic, the black, and the white trying to save the world.
Right.
But you have that rich black kid who's irritating, and I hate having those young kids always have that irritating kid.
Yeah.
But it's cute. It's something to watch while you clean the house. I ain't trying to be funny, but
oh no. And someone brought up something about Spike Lee, because there's a friend of mine's, and everybody knows that I stopped watching She's Gotta Have It.
I refuse.
I tried to watch, like, I didn't get past 2 episodes of the first season.
I can't.
And a friend of mine said it really well. Spike Lee works better with movies in the past because his message is dated.
I don't think his message is dated. I just think people think he's dated. His message is the same message from back then to now.
But he doesn't know how to bring it up. He doesn't know how to modernize it.
How do you modernize it, though? I mean,
when you focus on, I guess, the societal fads of the 90s, and you put it into a TV show with today, that's when I think that's what he does. Like, Black Klansman works because he's in the 70s. They was like, a lot of people like, well, she's got to have it. I'm like, it does not translate.
I disagree. I think it should be more received now because the double standard and stigma of being sexually free as a woman is still somewhat taboo for people to understand.
Well, see, that's not what I'm saying though.
Okay.
He's using the same societal fads, the same what's pop culture fads. Mm-hmm. He's trying to bring those fads into current times. Okay. That's the problem. Stuff that was popular then and popular to do and say then, he'll try to bring that up now.
But old is coming back right now. If you think about it, people are bringing back. There's no way they would have brought that show back if it wasn't wanted. And besides you and I, there's a big fan base for that and Boomerang.
True.
And I refuse to watch both of them. I'm sorry. Too. I can't. I'm just
but I do know the second season's ranked lower than the first season on She's Gotta Have It. Yeah. So I think,
to me, She's Gotta Have It should have come out before Issa Rae's
True.
Insecure. Insecure to me, if you want to talk about current,
you're right.
Issa Rae show Insecure would be somewhat a revamped, in a way, kind of, sorta. Yeah. She Gotta Have It.
It would.
But well, She Gotta Have It. She's not insecure. She's loving her life. That's hard to swallow then and hard to swallow now, that a woman is okay with who she is on that. I mean, I can see it being totally relatable.
My issue was, like I said, it was just like it was in the writing. It was definitely in the writing. Then what I'm hearing is, she is so. It's not a character you want to watch in the second season.
I mean, but She's Gotta Have It wasn't a person I wanted to watch back then. No. I didn't like She's Gotta Have It back then. I understood what they were doing with it.
Thank you. Tiffany just said it right. The topics are timeless, just how it's delivered.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's the problem he has. Like I said, if he does something in the older days, I think he's
hopefully now, though, with critiquing and being open to criticism, he'll change it up. But I think if you bring it today, it may get a little raunchy and it's going to seem very familiar. Okay. Because with it, even though it has that old feel, there's nothing like it right now. If you try to update it, then it will update and feel like everything right now we're watching. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think
I haven't watched it though.
I watched the first 2 episodes and I was like, I'm good on it. I think maybe if it came out 5 to 7 years ago, it probably would have been slightly better. Because also we got to think, the whole Me Too movement changed a lot of things as well.
And I think society is just very sensitive.
It is.
And raw. Like, okay, let's talk about the live recording of All in the Family and the Jeffersons.
Right.
I'm surprised, and I'm not surprised they picked that. That show would not work right now. No. And you had people telling me, that's just not believable that one child was white and one. I said, first of all, it can happen. I've seen it happen before. It
happens quite often.
It happens quite often that you have a interracial couple where one child comes out stronger here or there. Right. But to have it during that time was
unique.
Oh shit. Right. And I wonder about the son, who we only saw maybe 1 or 2 episodes. I wonder if he didn't come back because, one, it's hard saying you're playing a biracial person. Back then they didn't want to separate the two.
Right.
But also the daughter having a father and mother, and I look like just the mother, but those type of things. I think shows back then had a bigger message and they hit home better than what we do now. And now with Blackish, you're kind of coming back to that, but that wasn't,
Yeah.
I'm just proud of it though.
Yeah. But yeah, so but there's a lot of original content. Like I said, that's just one I see a lot of people jumping on. I'm not You're not gonna see me talking about
I think what you're saying with the first season, people jumped on it because like, oh shit, she gotta have it. Oh shit, boomerang. Right. Oh shit. Oh, you know that's like it's like.
But it got.
But some things need to stay
in the past.
The past, just get the VHS.
Some redos I don't mind. Some redos I do. Lost in Space, excellent redo.
You can redo a sci-fi. And get away with it 80% of the time.
Well, they're considering a continuation, not a redo, but a continuation
of
Living Single with Opie and who was the Ditsy one? Opie and this girlfriend,
his wife.
Yeah, they're the building managers.
See, the generation of Friends and Living Single and Frasier and all those situational comedy kind of shows like that have gone.
It has.
Because people now want an empire. Now they want, and it's not a comedy, but I'm saying they want something different. Very little comedies right now are doing well on TV. I don't think it would work.
I think it could. If Blackish, Girlish, and now the newest Mixish.
It's different though. It's not the same formula.
Well, you're not going to use the same formula because it's a continuation.
But why would you have them come back and be the building managers? Is what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to work. There's too much other stuff out there right now.
Because you're not using everyone else.
I would like them if they do a continuation of where they are right now, like a quick little mini series of where these women are right now.
Yeah,
that would be cool to see, but not that.
Yeah, Clinton. She just spoke on a live version of All in the Family and the Jeffersons. Yeah, I didn't get to watch it. I didn't get to check it out. But like I said, I think it could work because, like I said, you get to bring in the new generation and also bring in the old generation at the same time.
Right.
Without bringing the whole cast. Because I wouldn't want them to bring the whole cast back. Whole old cast. Maybe an occasional visit.
I think it'd be cool just to do like a quick little something to see where everybody is right now.
Right.
But yeah. Other than that, I've just been watching Netflix shows and
same here.
Movies and just trying to find some sleep. That's it. I've been tired.
I'm sleeping like 4 hours a night. So
yeah.
I've been watching Black Mirror. I got 2 more episodes because that's been to drop.
Yes. So there's so much coming out.
We get Good Omens tomorrow.
Ma comes out this week in the theaters.
Godzilla.
I'm excited, and I'm excited for Ma because it's nice to see Octavia do something totally different.
It is,
and I don't think people. Oh, so it's just interesting.
Yeah,
that now for a black actress, you're seeing other things.
Yeah, and I think that's one that it's one of my knocks on Denzel and Will. We see them instead of seeing the character. With Octavia, you see the character
because she's always done dramatic.
Right.
It's. I think it has a lot to do.
No, she's got a few comedies,
but I think it has a lot to do like the young lady who did Reno 911, the black
Niecy Nash.
Niecy Nash did an interview for Vanity Fair,
saying
that they asked all these women, "What you don't want to do anymore, or what are you scared of?" She said, "I'm tired of being the overly aggressive black person in the movie. I'm not that."
Yeah.
And I think they get pigeonholed. I don't want to be overly exaggerated. I can do drama. I can do these things. And so now she can, demand those things.
I think that's just a problem with Hollywood.
Of course. But I'm just saying, though, now we have a voice to say, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean?
I can think of white actors that fell into that dish.
I think when you have the teen actor, the Nickelodeon, the Disney kid, look how long, and we talked about this a few shows ago, look how long it took for
Zac
Efron to be really, he's been respected.
Yeah.
But he's been the pretty boy, the fit guy, whatever. He can do comedy well.
Right.
Now he did the Ted Bundy thing. He's like, oh, shit. Look at this.
Well, like I knew, because I saw a couple of movies with him in the drama, and I knew he can do drama, so I wasn't worried about that part. Mm-hmm. I was always concerned about comedy until I saw Neighbors. Once I saw Neighbors, I was like...
I think with all of them, if you think of all of those people, just like Keenan Peele, not Keenan Peele, who did Good Burger, Some Burger, whatever that show movie.
Kenan Thompson.
Yeah, look how long it took for him to get now his own show, and now one of them has been doing SNL. The other ones hasn't really done that much.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying though, it's just hard for Hollywood. It's going to be a constant thing,
right, to
see you beyond something else. You know, but
I think he was trying to stay in comedy because he's one of the head writers.
But I'm just saying though, but look at the other one. People only see you as one thing for a very long time, and especially being someone of color.
Well, he had a mental breakdown too, though.
I mean, whatever. Yeah, but I'm saying though, as people of color, Black, Hispanic, Native American, Asian, they tend to pigeonhole you into one particular thing, but now people are having the voice and saying, "I'm not doing that."
But also, and that's one of my issues I watch a lot. I will play a lot of Black movies and then walk away just so it can get to count or whatever, or to say if Nielsen called me and say, "Hey, yeah, I watched this," because a lot of it tends to be the same.
Yeah, but I think now there's a variety, and you have people, writers, directors. Look at it. Look at Hollywood right now. Look at producers and directors and writers that now are truly having they're using their voice more. At one point in time, you did what you had to do just to have a job,
right?
In Hollywood, and it was very clear faced. You know what I mean? Now, that's not happening anymore.
We're doing more, but like I want our content to be more varied as well.
I think it is.
Because I'm like,
but the sad part is we're a very microwave society. We want, if you give them great content, they mad about it. They don't support it. And it's out there. There's so much out there to support.
True. Because like I said, I would like more of us to explore non-relationships content.
And you try to stay away from it, but it's like people want that. So you give people what they want for a little bit, then you try to feed them something else. You know what I mean? We deal with that every day, just doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is totally different for some people who look like us. But surprisingly, so many people who look like us want this. So you just have to force it down their throat. That's all I got.
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't. That's when I start turning off TV.
Well, but there's something for everyone though right now. But we can honestly, there's something for everyone right now.
Mostly.
It's gotta be contrary, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, mostly.
Mostly?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
But that's gonna do it for our show.
Awkward, like did you feel that? Yeah. I mean, do you just end it? Yeah.
Yep, that's
it. So of course, that's all we have for you today.
Yep.
Awkward silence, uncomfortableness, whatever. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. Go back and watch our old episodes and listen to them on all these lovely major platforms. We'll be back next week with some more reviews.
Yep. Godzilla, Good Omens, Ma.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Peace. Bye. Later.